Okay, we're live.
Yay.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Move to Mexico Conference. I'm Michelle Wedderburn. I am excited to be here today with Tracy Collins, the co-host of Move to Mexico Conference, which is happening November 1st through the 3rd of this year. And our special guest today and speaker at the conference is Carolina Sanchez. You can fill us in on your agency name, your experience here. So we just want to bring on our speakers to show their expertise and what they're going to be talking about and why. If you are at all interested in moving to Mexico, this is a great way to get started from the comfort of your home, wherever that is, whether you're in the US or some other country in the world. But I've always been wondering, like, how do I move to Mexico? You don't have to do, this is sort of the scouting trip, the pre-planning thing. It's 3 days long. It's virtual. It's affordable. We're going to have 3 days of lives and then 3 days of replays if you want to, and other all access pass options where you can watch it at your leisure as well. But we're very excited to have a very great group of experts that can help you across the board. Tracy, take over.
I mean, you said it all. There's nothing left for me to say.
Okay. Okay, in that case, well, Tracy's my co-host, and we have an amazing staff of individuals on the back end that are going to make this happen, and a bunch of individuals on the front end who will basically, cover everything you need to know. So, Tracy, I want to introduce yourself. Tell us
So,
who you
hi, everyone.
are.
I'm Tracy Collins. I moved to Mexico a little over a year ago, myself and my honey. And so we are excited to bring this conference to you. And it's really about packaging everything that you need to know with the essentials of moving abroad. So we're excited to have Carolina on, and I will let her introduce herself.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, I'm so honored. Thank you for making me a part of this. Every time, Michelle, and you, Tracy, you have a project, I'm really in, like 100% yes. I
Mhm.
love to help the community. I love for people to experience the great experience that I have had. So I'm Carolina Sanchez. I'm born and raised in Mexico. Then I spent 16 years in the United States, so I live abroad. And then, of course, I came back to Mexico, and it had to be San Miguel de Allende. So I really enjoy both cultures. I'm bicultural, and I have experienced the beauty of both scenarios. Yes, I invite you to be here because this is one of a kind place. Absolutely. So, this year that I've been here full time, I'm dedicated me these entire years and building my career as a real estate agent, and I really, really love it. I'm very passionate about it.
Carolina, what part of Mexico are you originally from?
From
Let's
San
just
Luis Potosí,
Oh, okay, so not too far. Yeah.
not too far, not too far. And I was San Luis Potosí is a very state a wide um, area of the country. So I was living in the jungle part of the state. I mean, it's
Oh,
really
Wow.
in jungle, and it's 100 degrees every day. So
wow.
yeah,
Oh my God.
I'm happy to be in San Miguel weather.
I had no idea. I did not know that about San Luis. I've been
Oh
there, well, to a small part of it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So tell us like the name of your agency and what you will be covering for the conference.
Perfect. So I have been very blessed to be a part of CPR San Miguel, Forbes Global Properties. This agency it has been in town for 20 years. So our brokers really started. We're one of the pioneers that started all these real estate here in town. As you know, San Miguel is a very small place, and it was very it wasn't like exposed to the world, right? And a few people, sorry, and most of the expats who used to come here because of the weather, because of culture, architecture, and it's a very historic town. It's part. There's a lot of the historic moments important in Mexico happen here. So, as the years continue to go, and communication it's easier now, and how everything is evolving now, San Miguel is a landmark of the world. So I'm very happy to be in this agency. We specialize only in real estate here in town, and believe me, it's a lot. This
Mhm.
is a market that never stops moving, and we are a very good team. We are nationals and expats in the team, and we really expand um, our our agency. It's has exposure throughout the entire world. So we're very happy, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. I've been 7 years doing this full time. I have the opportunity to be certified agent in the federally, which is in the country, and also state-wise, because the state of Guanajuato requires its own license, and I was very fortunate to get this about 4 years ago. So this is a little bit of what I do. I'm a full-time mom and a full-time real estate agent, and I love my San Miguel life, and I really would love for people to experience this.
So, like, when people are coming abroad from abroad and they're looking to either rent or purchase, what are some essential things that you will cover in the summit that they would need, no, not the summit, the conference that they would need to know?
Well, first, I would love to point out, for experience, if what I would did personally, if what I would see with clients that became friends, what to do in terms of um, what to do first. I recommend that you come to town and and make your way in little by little. A lot of people come um, with a mindset of something that they want, but once they're here in town, they discover there are many other choices and many other options. So take it little by little. Take your time to explore town. It can be a month. It can be 6 months. But it comes a time when they like three different areas of town, and they don't know which one to decide. Some people enjoy the country living once they're here. Some people like to be really in the heart of town with all the the hustle and bustle. And there's no other way like that, but taking your time little by little and find what suits you the best, right? Michelle, it's a great example of this, and she has taken her time. Well, she took her time. Now she's a local now,
Yes.
and she can really agree with me on this. In the other hand, people needs to be completely comfortable because this is a multicultural town. So when you're here, you don't feel like a stranger. People is really welcoming, and people like to build community right away. So San Miguel embraces you once you get here.
I have a question. Since you've had the experience of living in the US and, of course, being born and raised in Mexico, what are some of the differences that you see and maybe takeaways for life here versus the United States?
Um, More like
Just like, what do you find, like, for us as expats? And I mean, you could probably fall in that similar category. We come and we're like super excited that we can afford housing that may be a little bit nicer. We can get help, domestic help, things like that. I find it more peaceful here. So I don't want to put words in your mouth. I just kind of wanted to get your viewpoint because you've
well,
done half of your life in probably both places.
being here, your sense of comfort is different, you know, and your day-to-day amenities, because you have very essential things when you are in the United States, right? You have easy access to everywhere, to malls, to big, shopping. Maybe you can get a plane and be in 2 hours, somewhere. In here, I'm not saying that you don't have these things, but your privileges are different, right? Your quality of life in San Miguel it's really high. We're talking about quality of life. It's about having more time for yourself. I'm talking about being able to afford um, more everyday um, uh, simple pleasures, because in the United States it's more expensive per se. In here you can have 1 2 times a week physical therapy, and you can get a massage once a week. You can have people and staff at your house that can help you for a fraction of the cost that is in the US. And all these things, like I said, it's quality of life that maybe in the US you need to kind of schedule it once a month, or every so and so. But in here, all these type of services are more affordable. um, Medical service, you can actually pay out of pocket, because it can be, a visit to the doctor is what your deductible is over there, right? And you have this huge monthly pay on your insurance. There are many attractions so close by. You can be in a car ride, for an hour and a half or 2 hours. You have beautiful towns around here that you can explore. And we have a big city, as you know, 45 minutes from here, which I really like, because we're in this beautiful town. But if you have this need to go and explore, or have a vibrant, feeling of the busy roads and highways, you can go to Querétaro. I go to Mexico City a lot. I enjoy Mexico City so much. And it's so convenient. I drive there. It's a 3.5 hour to 4 hour drive. I go there with my kids, and we come back. We have fun. And sometimes I even take the bus. And it's really comfortable. So like I said, there are many things in here that give you this quality of life, and it's the different quality of life that you have in the US. You have fresh produce, you have fresh markets, and everything. It's way more affordable.
Mhm.
I was surprised about what a luxury it is to go to the grocery store in the United States and to buy, just a piece of meat and an avocado. I'm like, wow, right? So these type of things, it's what I'm referring to. And aside from that, really the warmth of the people in here is something that you don't have over there.
Yes.
We're used to big cities in the US, and you're used to just wait to your neighbor, and that's it, because um, it's okay, but it's totally culturally, and people it's more cold, or they don't want to, be so friendly, because maybe they're afraid that the people's gonna be just hanging out at their house all the time. But in here, it is different. People is warm. People is correct me if I'm wrong. They have this sense of courtesy all the time,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah.
friendliness. But that's it. Just because we are used to this type of treatment, and
Yeah.
um, and I think that's part of what makes San Miguel very special.
I think a big part is the culture in general of Mexico. I mean, that's our takeaway, I think, because, some of us were born and raised in the United States, or, North America, and we're used to it. Like you said, it's what we know. And
Yeah.
coming here, I think a part of that attraction and that kind of heart opening experiences that we have almost every day is what you said, what you described. And I can say in my travels, definitely Mexico has the most gracious people. So but yeah, I'm so excited that you will be on speaking about real estate and educating us on renting, buying, the differences between maybe not just in San Miguel, but maybe some other areas, and what's up and coming and why San Miguel is booming and things like that. Cost of living, will be covered, but just kind of some comparisons for people, because I do get a lot of questions. Even Wednesday on my live, someone asked me, is it possible to find an affordable apartment still in San Miguel? And I said, yes, absolutely. I think it's one of those things, like you said, you have to come and you need to really figure
Exactly.
out where you want to be, what works for you. I always say, know thyself, know what you like, know what you can live in, even if you're coming from something that's like a big house and a big everything. Understanding what is my purpose now in this chapter of my life. I moved abroad. Now what? Do I still want all of those things, or do I want to figure out a different way of living that is more quality of life, quality of my time, and the things that I'm doing with my money that I like and I enjoy, not just I'm getting a big check and I'm paying a big mortgage and I'm paying a big car payment, things like that. Yeah.
No,
So, yeah, we want to definitely pass all these
yeah.
pieces of gem information on to everyone. So, yeah.
And just to add to this, that what has been key for me, it's when the most important for me it is to know your don'ts. What is it that you don't want? And from there, then the rest is open. But for me, more
Mhm.
than knowing what you would like to have, let me what you really don't want to have anymore, and then
True.
the rest just
That's
falls
true.
naturally.
That's a
Mhm.
great approach. So, anything else you want to add about your talk? Or, I mean, we want people to come. You guys sign up. I have known Carolina since I moved here. I think we
Yes,
both
um,
came to
we were
San
in the
Miguel at
same
the
area
same
in
time.
the United States, so that was my
Yeah. Yeah, she was in Florida and Jupiter. I was about, what, 40 minutes away
yeah,
in West
yeah,
Palm.
yeah. So it
Yeah.
was nice.
But we
So
met
what
here.
still people continue to visit town, and what I find um, that is the most recurrent, question is, Carolina, what is I would like to have a property here because I want to enjoy it, but I also would like to rent it. Okay, San Miguel is a perfect market for that because, like I
Mhm.
said, it's a landmark of the world, right? So this is a great place where you can have a property to that you can rent half of the year and and live in it. So I'm gonna touch base on that, how it can be a home but also an investment at the same time. Also, cost of living, as well as I'm going to talk about these uh, quality of life, highlights for U.S. or versus San Miguel. Also, want to talk about connection, like where are we located and how easy it is just to get to a plane and just take off to your destination. I also would like to talk about comparisons because lately, all the information is out there. Now everything's on the click of a button. But many clients, when they say, Carolina, what if I buy somewhere else? Because I can buy a house that is maybe less. And I said, yes, but I want to talk about these destinations versus here. Um, how your investment in San Miguel, it's what is it, better move than investing somewhere else. It depends if you want a return of investment or if you want to really make money out of it. Or what about reselling in 2 years or in 6 years? We see the same to buy like Chapala. Well, you're gonna have the same, equity. So, all these type of things. Like I said, because people now is more informed. We have to come to these scenarios where really, and it wasn't long ago, our buyers will be ready. I have 450,000. Let's buy a house. You show 3 houses, and boom, they will purchase a house. And now, people is more informed. Also, with what happened in the United States, how we had these uh, already two scenarios of people buying right away, and making offers over asking price. Um, so, like I said, people is more informed, and now, of course, we need to be also um, ready to attend these requests and doubts from our clients. So I would like to touch base on that as well, about buying here versus somewhere else in Mexico, and um, also the process. I'm not gonna talk an hour about this, but a lot of people is like, Carolina, is it the same buying here like in the US? What do I need? Is it difficult? Can I buy, being a foreigner? Do I need a permit? Do I need a letter? So all these purchasing or closing process, I'm going to talk about this as well. Yeah.
Awesome. That sounds fantastic. So I think that gives them the tidbits that they need.
Anything else? Just let me know. We have time to prepare.
Absolutely, absolutely. We just wanted people to know where your background and your history here in San Miguel in Mexico, and that you are going to be able to educate them. Yeah, go ahead.
To introduce you.
Right, exactly.
Thank you so much. And
yes.
so, is there any last closing words before we close out today?
I don't know. Do you have something, Michelle?
Nope. I think I talked the most.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Carolina.
Dream it, and then dream it. And if you dream it, you're going to live it. So this is what I'm here for. You dream and envision it and make a picture in your head, and you're going to make it happen. And I would love to be a part of that process to make it happen.
Yes.
So true. Thank you so much, Carolina. Everybody, you want to make sure, if you want to definitely hear what she has to say and all of the information that she has to give, make sure you get your tickets now. We look forward to having you, Carolina, as a guest speaker for the event. I don't want to sell San Miguel too much because I'm selfish and I'm really biased about Mexico. Please don't be like Mexico.
Sorry, we're almost at capacity.
Right. No, but I mean, it just goes to show like how much that Mexico and also SMA is loved. And that's one of the things that I appreciate is it doesn't matter if someone is an expat or an immigrant or a native to the country, everybody tends to have the same consistent thread is how much we love Mexico. So make sure to get your tickets, you guys, and we look forward to seeing you November 1st.
Yes, and that is
great. It's gonna be so much.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Enjoying the ride.
Yes, absolutely. If you go on Google, you can find it. Move to Mexico Conference, Hey Summit. And
the information is going to be linked in the description.
Yes. All right. Hi, Kitty. All right. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Carolina.
Hang tight. Love.
You too. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Hold on a sec.